Hello! So, welcome back to another video here in my main world. It's been a little while, not a long time, maybe a year, I think. Anyways, so today we are back. I have made some serious updates to this place. Some are still ongoing, a lot of them are still the same as they was, a lot of things are new, and a lot of things have been redecorated. Let's start out with the first one, the mob farm. This thing has gotten an upgrade. It is actually visually appealing now. Well, to some people, I suppose. Can't fit everyone's taste. So this thing now has a shell with a villager stuck in it. I should have made the door an iron door. Oh well. So inside here, it's all just a big hollow shell. The old mob farm is still in there, but just the ugly cobblestone facade, the ugly cobblestone structure has a nice wood facade on it now. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's come out to be really good. It's nice and functional. It still keeps, lets daylight through the whole farm. Turn it on, it still functions as it should. That's the first new thing. So the second new thing is here. This has been, this has had a roof put over it, and lots of empty rooms and houses have been made. I might make these villager accessible and just encourage the villagers to multiply, I suppose. The beacons still go all the way through the whole structure, so that hasn't been changed. And we still have great beacon coverage despite access to sunlight being lessened. On the roof, not much decoration, but a garden has been made. We have some bees that are natural to the area now. It's got a nice little garden forest up on the roof. And yeah. So that's that. That's the next thing. So that's all the things that's really been changed on the outside of the base. A few more of the changes have been made in the base. So I'm no longer running shaders. I decided that it just doesn't look right. It's not the vanilla experience. So I wanted to keep it. So a lot of lanterns I had in the base have been knocked out. A lot of the glass has been changed over to clear, just plain white clear glass. Down here, nothing has really changed. Just some lanterns have been knocked out and all those little things. Just the ceiling pattern has changed and it's just had glowstone lighting installed everywhere. The next big change is not here, but actually down here. First, this has not been changed, but this is brand new. All of this. So I have some friends that play on the world. There is item transport to their bases. So there's one up on the hill that's still work in progress, and one that goes to my friend's base outside. This is an automatic potion brewer made by Shulkercraft. This design, you just push a button, potions are pushed out, and new ones are brewed to replace those ones. It has a clear back, so you can see all the redstone. All the redstone is accessible through here. It's a little hard to get through the floor here. I may want to put this in the corner where I can get to it easier. But yep, right here, just, all the redstone's accessible, so you are able to go in here. Standing on top of these here, you are able to walk along and refill all the potions. So everything here is refillable. Pretty easy to access, I suppose. A large amount of potions have been brewed already, and this system works really well. Moving on, the last change that's in the base. Oh, by the way, this has been turned to glass. This down here has been cleaned up a little bit. The wall's been cleaned. Over here is the last major change. This has changed dramatically. Not out here so much as in this glass bubble room thing. There used to be flowers here. You just hit a lever and it grows a bunch of flowers. That has been removed. I may make a dedicated flower farm somewhere where I have a flower forest somewhere. But this is the newest machine. I have wanted a automatic moss farm for a long time. This farm here generates stone and very slowly, but fully automatically will generate moss. So Yeah, here we go. This machine is very slow, but completely automated. The items are sent out and up through the base to where eventually they are received all the way out here. And they are automatically sorted. So items come in, as you can see, and they are sorted and put away. So this is some automation my base has been needing for a long time. I wanted moss blocks. I have moss stuff that grows on the top of moss. I can make that very quickly, but not moss blocks. That's the one thing I haven't been able to get. So this is my machine for doing that. So going back here to view the redstone, it's honestly super simple. It's ridiculously simple. Come up in here. This is where the bone meal is. When this runs out, the machine will automatically turn off, so we are not breaking things. Oh, the redstone needs replaced. Okay. In here, this is the trapdoor circuit. It is actually a burn down circuit, so when this receives signal, it will go full power, and as it goes around, it loses redstone signal, as you can see. That keeps the trapdoors open enough to flush all the items out. This stuff's really primitive, trust me. This is not compact or smart in any way. This here is just the pushing mechanism. This here is the loop that generates the stone. It's pushed across. When it gets all the way across, it's automatically pushed out. Along with that, the timer for the countdown circuit is done, and the redstone for powering the bone mealing of the stuff is also done automatically. So it doesn't require player intervention except for replacing the bone meal, which I need to get a piece of redstone to fix that. I might do that while on camera while I talk about why I've wanted moss blocks. I think they look nice. They're a nice substitute for grass. Although getting grass is very easy, I want to have an automated way to get moss blocks. I think they look nice. They're a really nice way to just kind of decorate some things. So let's get some piece of redstone dust. I had a shulker box emptying machine up there that just kind of sorted out ores and stuff. I no longer needed that, so this whole machine was replaced. Making all the redstone accessible was a very key aspect to this build. I wanted to easily be able to work on the redstone for this. So when it runs out, those lanterns will go out. So it'll shut the machine down, and these redstone lights will go out up above. So I'll be able to pretty easily tell if the machine is out of bone meal. 1, it'll stop working. 2, it'll stop working. Now, this dispenser will never run out of redstone or run out of bone meal. The machine will shut itself off before this dropper can empty, so there will always be this will always being created. It'll always being made. It'll always be being made. It'll endlessly cycle. But the machine will shut itself off, generating no more stone and not clogging up the machine. As for the storage clogging itself up, it just, item despawn timer, the 5-minute time that items will despawn will go, and yeah, so the items will just go to the end like these seeds, and just they'll be destroyed just by despawning after 5 minutes. Because I'm not too concerned about the preservation of those items. Here, this machine still works. This is a much faster way to generate kind of the other things, the other items, but it does not generate moss blocks. That is done somewhere else. And now we have a bunch. So if I want to make a cave all mossy or whatever, I have the stuff to do that. I have a tiny composter here in the corner, but it's not very well used. I have a better one elsewhere. And yeah, this here hasn't changed. It's still got the nighttime timer, and these have been made in the beds. It was carpets, is like beach towels. But now you can actually lay in them and pass the night, actually. But if you have another player on, you can lay in a chair while they swim or whatever. Yep, this here, the lights go out, the daylight comes on, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with all this. This machine here had replaced another machine. Back in the wall here used to be my minecart machine to get around the base and visit nearby bases. Well, I decided that it's not worth it since I can fly. So, yeah, that machine was knocked out and removed. Down here is kind of like the remnants of it. Yeah. It was eventually replaced and it was removed. And yeah, that's really all the major changes. I guess I have some other places to visit to show you guys. So out here, my British friend Josh, he is making a base out here that's going to be like a modern base sort of thing. I said, you have full creative right. The items that are thrown into those tunnels in the base, they flow with water and come over to here. And he has just automatic item delivery. So if I'm in the base, he can say, hey, I need some marble or concrete or whatever, white concrete, just send it to me, and I will. Up here, way up in the sky, I built some crosses because, Christianity's kind of come to be a thing of mine. I'm not going to go into it in detail at all. But there's the 3 rugged crosses for Jesus and the sinner and somebody else. I'm part of a Masonic lodge now, so here's a lodge. I built a lodge. It's almost a one-to-one replica of the lodge that I actually go to in real life. And it has a light switch. So right here, hit this, it turns on the lights, which I think is really cool. My cousin Christian, he has moved into this base over here, and so this is now an occupied building by a player that every once in a while comes to visit, and he has decorated it out. He's put like drinks and a porch and stuff to kind of look at the base, and he's kind of got some stuff going on here. He's got a grass block, and this is where his item transport is supposed to be brought, so if he needs items and he's on the world, I can deliver items very quickly. It's still kind of a work in progress. Hot tub, a very hot tub. It's got lava in the floor. Just, goofy creative things. He's added a balcony on the other side. In here is his storage, his crafting, furnacing, shulker boxing room. Just a nice room with a view. And then the attic where most of his building has actually gone down. He's made a bar because, alcohol is a big part of our family. I have made a couch that you can sit on. He's got a TV with speakers and more coffees and drinks and alcohol, a mushroom, and a bed. So yeah, that's his place. And we have one more place to visit that I have built myself. So, by the way, his base has been built, like the building itself is made by me, but all the decorations and some of the structural changes are made by him. The last place, this place is very near and dear to my heart. Out here is another building. This is pretty new. It was not in the last video, I don't think. This out here is my fiance's house, so I'm actually engaged since the last few videos. My girlfriend I had mentioned in one of my earlier videos, and in the cooking video, we got engaged over Christmas. So I built her house. This place is meant to be viewed in shaders, but it still looks pretty good without them. She wants a big living room and a big kitchen in the house we'll have in the future. So here's a nice big kitchen. I showed it to her and she loved it. Here's a coffee. Walk-in closet like she wants. This is part of the goofy things you do when you have someone in your life that plays this game with you. And this is just part of the goofy experience that makes it fun. Storage closet up in the upper place. She's got an upstairs, furnacing, crafting room that I think I might make into a couch. She has a bathtub. She loves bathtubs. She hates taking showers. Well, she likes to be very clean, but she prefers baths because she uses essential oils and all that fun stuff. Yeah, it's beyond this video. Here's some, item storage. And here's the bedroom. Light blue is her favorite color, so I have put some light blue in the place. And there's a TV. Yeah, that kind of TV. So upstairs is an attic with nothing in it. It is just empty and ready to have items to be stored in it if she ever decides to play for a long time. she'll have her own storage. And yeah, this is this base. All of the bases I've showed you, except for Josh's, are connected together with the Nether. So you can use the Nether to go everywhere with boat tunnels and everything. So getting around is super fast and very simple. Elytra make it way simpler, but you know, that's beyond the point. So yeah, um, that's literally all the major changes I've had. The base has had a few decorative changes. I have put gravestones for all of my recently deceased family members. So yeah, we've lost some fairly recently. We've lost some young ones. Um, and my grandfather has had a gravestone dedicated to him. Other than that, I think another thing that's changed, I have made a micro wheat farm, or micro farm. It's a carrot farm as well. It works fairly well. If you could get the timing right, you can grow items. It's advised to fill your inventory, then just go. Because it does have automatic item collection. As you can see, it does have automatic item collection, so big farms are no longer necessary. This is what I need to just grow things anymore. It is very hungry for bone meal, so yeah. It's one of the few high consumption bone meal machines I have. Sugarcane farm, bamboo farm is just completely full. Some villagers with like mending and stuff. Yep, those are the only villagers that are originals that are left. Everyone else has probably died at some point. These bees, I think they're gone and died. I have no idea. I don't know what happened to them, but yep. And yeah, I haven't added an enchanted book storage, and I think I have also added a map room. My world's kind of old, so the maps have glitched a little bit, but the important stuff's still here. So yeah, that's literally it. That's all the major changes I can think from last time. The diamond room's still here, full of the most precious things I have, including, you know, a shulker box full of end crystals, you know, stuff that's not easy to do. And then, you know, a double chest full of non-diamond block diamonds. This, I think, is new, but you can go down here. It takes you to a redstone room where I have 2 shulker boxes full of redstone test equipment. And yeah, you can just exit back out through the elevator. Now the elevator is of my design, but yeah. So yeah, I don't expect this video to get a lot of views on my channel. I have other videos to get much more views, like the go-karting and stuff. That tends to get a lot more views than my Minecraft, but my fiance said, hey, you should post some of your Minecraft stuff on there. What you do and the amount of time you spend on these things is ridiculous. You ought to just go and post it and see if you could get some people interested in what you do. So yeah, this is not a full world tour. This is just going through my base and kind of showing you the recent updates. I have another video that is much more intricate about all the things that have been made in this world. And yeah, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I think today I'll also post a video of my computer update. That thing has had a lot of changes in the last few months to year or so. It's pretty much at a complete state right now, and I may make a video about that. I don't know. I'm pretty happy about it. I may also show my TV PC in the basement. I don't know. So I don't know. I might show that. I might not. It's just whatever I decide to do. I'm not pressuring myself to make videos anymore like I used to. Like I tried to make a quota and that kind of stuff. I've given up on that. So yeah, my videos now are just going to be me messing around, doing updates every once in a while, and I'm not going to try to break the system. And I'm not going to try to farm views and all that stuff. So yeah. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for tuning in and being part of this world tour. I know I'm not the most professional YouTuber, but I'm doing my best. I might try to get a better microphone, that way I'll be encouraged to make videos a little bit more because, you know, I'm just using a webcam for my video making. And his microphone is not the most sensitive, but hopefully I'm very well heard, and yeah. I want to thank everyone so much for watching. Stay hydrated. You know, all those goofy YouTuber outros, and thanks for watching. I appreciate anybody that sticks around. Bye.